Hey, 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 how are y'all doing this evening? This is AMPspire Interviews. I am your host, Plump Queen, and we have the entertainer, Niece Anderson, in the building. Say hey, girl.
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
We also with the sauce on it. We waiting to be entertained. That's what we here for today.
Well, I love that intro, by the way. That was really good.
Well, that's your footage and that's your song. So thank you. I just, cut and paste that together, but that's all you. That's all you.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
it was perfectly synced. It was synced. I like how it's synced.
Yeah. Thank you. That means I'm getting better because, girl, like I told you off camera, I'm one winging it. Yeah. I'm figuring this thing out. But I appreciate you giving me your time and your energy and being here and, sharing your story, sharing your film. This is dope. I'm meeting, actors and directors and producers and all that. You know what I'm saying? You can't say you don't know me when you blow up because, you know what I'm saying? We got the interview. You know what I mean?
Record. Yes, yes.
And I'm going to have to just say this. Y'all know who she looked like.
Don't do it to me.
Really? Like, yes.
I do look like her from the sugar, right?
I can't even think of her name right now, but yes, her.
Rutina Wesley.
Yes. That's it. Y'all are beautiful. It's amazing. Y'all both into acting and film. So like I told you, I can't wait till y'all play that twin role or, you know what I'm saying, y'all playing doubles in a movie or something like that,
That's it, man.
Yes. All right, well, let's get into it. Enough of me talking. This is all about you. So tell us who you are, where you're from, and what you all about. Why are we here today?
For sure. So who am I? Well, I started my entertainment career as a songwriter and poet. I wrote for others, wrote for myself. Later in life, I became more interested in storytelling. I wrote a lot of short fictional stories. In 2020, I launched Niece Anderson Relationship Coaching, which featured informational videos on codependency, communication, and relationships. So now, 2022, I wrote and produced Perspectives, which is the first part of a larger series about the importance of healthy communication in relationships. So it is a movie. So it's Perspectives Part 1. That's what we have for you to talk about today.
Okay. That is, that just goes along with everything we do here with AMPspire. This is great. So we have a film now to just show y'all what I've been trying to tell y'all. Trying to tell y'all. So how did you come up with this? Is this something that you deal with personally? What's the backstory? How did you come up, with wanting to do this?
Have you seen it yet, or you haven't? Not yet.
I saw the 11-minute clip.
11 minutes?
Yeah, the YouTube clip. I saw the YouTube clip.
Okay, so if it was 11 minutes, it might have been the whole part because the whole movie is 11. Well, the first part, Perspectives Part 1 is 11 minutes.
Okay, so put me on. Okay, so the movie's in sections.
That's right. Right now we release Part 1.
Okay. Giving me trapped in the closet without all the singing. I got you.
Given.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yes, I did see that. I seen you and your girl. So tell us a little bit about that. Don't give it all because y'all need to go and watch it. But tell us a little bit about that.
All right. So basically, it's about communication and relationships. So we have a hopeless romantic planning to marry his girlfriend. But at the same time, his girlfriend is planning to break up with him. She's contemplating breaking up. She sees him as insecure, controlling, jealous. And, he sees her as someone that could communicate better. So in the film, we really just explore both of their point of views, you know what I mean? And just really, the film sets out to answer what is healthy communication in relationships. So that's kind of the question that we leave the viewers to answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I want to know your answer to that. Since
Wow.
since
Oh man.
you leaving them to figure it out, what exactly are your thoughts on that?
I mean, listen, healthy communication is just, first of all, you have to understand and have compassion for another person's communication style because, a
Mhm.
lot of us communicate differently. You have people that are more avoidant, you have people that are more anxious. Some people, they kind of avoid, they don't like to talk about every little issue or they need time to process it. And you have people that want to jump on your back, and I'm not saying that, either style is wrong because we have needs, you know what I mean? But it's important to, understand and respect, that person's style if you want to maintain a relationship with them and compromise, find an area in the middle. Or else, if you can't, then you might just not be able to date that person. You know what I mean? So it's a tough question. It's really, really, it's
I
not an
mean,
easy answer to that one.
I actually got lots of questions now just
Oh,
based on
uh-oh.
that. I want to go back to. I'm going to go back to how you got into storytelling.
Okay.
But since we own this, talking about communication and how that's done and all that, so I would like to know what your perspective is on marriage.
Wow. Wow. What my
Because the
perspective?
gentleman is thinking, about, marrying his girl, and
Yes.
clearly they're not on the same page.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what are your actual personal thoughts on that?
My personal thoughts on marriage.
Hmm.
Oh, what does this person have to say? That's crazy. They got a long sentence there.
Definitely a fact. We have to be mindful of our partner's communication styles. Yes.
I
I
agree.
call that love language. Everybody has a different love language.
Exactly, exactly. So what's my perspective on marriage? I honestly feel like it's not for everybody. You know what I mean? And, personally, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'll ever get married. I mean, maybe I don't know. At this point in my life, I don't have a special person in my life right now. So I don't know. You know what I mean? But who knows? But at this point, I'm not sure. I'm really
Okay. I have a very weird perspective on marriage.
not.
I'm in a 13-year relationship, but I'm not legally married.
Okay. Wow.
I feel like that now I could say that I wouldn't mind marrying him if we decided to do that because I know what I'm getting into.
Facts.
I am a firm believer that you should not marry anybody that you have not known or been with for at least a decade.
Woo!
Right.
This is
That
strong.
is always that is always, the response I get. But
Yeah, yeah, I like that though.
I just think about it. Forever, when you put the ring, once you say them vows, that's supposed to be a done deal. Forever is a very long time.
It's a long time.
Why would it only take you 2 years, 1 year,
Hmm.
3 years? You know what I'm saying? To make a forever decision.
I agree with that. I agree with that. And the more you spend time with a person, the more you're going to see their flaws. So you got to get to a point where you can be okay with those flaws because some people you just not going to be able to deal with that. But some people you might, but you have to take the time to figure that out. So I kind of like that.
This is why I believe in shacking up.
Hmm.
Sorry, Christian people. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Because we don't live in maybe back in the biblical times that made sense. But
Right.
in 2022, almost 2023, you need to know who we meet people off the internet.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and you
Yeah,
never know a person until you live with them,
that's deep.
until you see their flaws. You meet your representative when you're dating.
Hmm.
You make sure you get the coal out your eyes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
Wipe
true.
the grass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You don't. Forever is a long time.
that's
How
right.
how can you rush that?
Love it. Yeah. And there really ain't no rush, right? What is the rush? Why people be
What's the rush if you're gonna be together forever?
yeah. I think people do it for the wrong reasons sometimes. So I think that's something you really gotta check, before you decide to make that choice. You know.
I feel like your movie helps with that.
Yes, I think so too. I think so too. I
When
think
you
so too.
see that, yeah, because like a lot of people get married don't understand love language, don't know what what their partner actually likes, what their partner looks like when they're upset, when something devastating happens. You don't know how that person's going to react when they're broke.
Ooh, yes.
No, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
especially for men. Like men, they don't know how to handle, some, got exceptions to the rule, but like
Mhm.
for men, they're the providers and all that stuff like that. So that'll play on their ego. You
That's
know what I'm saying? Make them very insecure. They can be a good person, but they don't know how to handle that because they're not truly secure in who they are.
that's so
You
true.
need to know that. What if they don't know anything about finances?
Mhm.
What if y'all are not financially literate? If you're not financially literate, you shouldn't be getting married.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. That's deep. That's so true. That's
Like
so true.
understanding, communication just on a general level
Mhm.
before you have to start communicating with one person for 100 years.
That's right.
And
That's
then
right.
never leave, and then never, you know what I'm saying? And then never leave. So
Right.
I'm sorry, this is turned into the therapy session, but I feel like this is
That's kind of what I want to give. That's what this movie is going to give, man, because I want conversations to happen after this film. I want people to watch it with their friends, watch it with their potential love interests, watch it with their love interests, and just really see, like, okay, which character you resonate with, and see if, like, if y'all on the same page or not. Y'all might not be, or have a conversation, show each other why you feel the way you feel after watching the film, because you can learn more about a person through having
absolutely.
a conversation after this film. So you can
Yeah, like I know me and my cousin about to have a good conversation. We definitely are. You know what I'm saying? We gonna talk about your homegirl that you was on the couch with talking to because she's funny. Yeah, she funny. So
yeah, for sure.
you're a storyteller. So what
Yeah,
made I'm kind of going backwards. What
so
made you want to tell this story?
this story.
Hmm.
Well, listen, there's been so many people, like, in my life, you know what I mean, going through something similar to this, you know what I mean? And I see it, like, over and over. I personally went through a similar situation, and I just feel like, okay, why is no one talking about this? Why is no one talking about communication, and how, like, there's often, like, these two different types of people, you know what I mean, that come together, that are pretty much, on different spectrums in terms of their communication style and the issues they go through. I've never really seen a film shed light on this, so I kind of wanted to be the first to do it. And it's not a common trope, that you see in Black film. We're really taking a different approach, with this film.
And I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
This reminds me of the TV show Insecure.
Okay. Yes, Insecure. I love Issa.
I love Issa, but
Mm.
I do not like the narrative of Insecure.
Ooh. Tell me more. Tell me more, because I wasn't able to finish it. I wasn't able to finish it.
I couldn't.
Okay.
It's like the narrative is always
Mm,
we are if women are powerful, bossed up, got their own business, educated or whatever,
mm,
you you are so intelligent and so intuitive and savvy to compete with men in the workplace, but somehow you don't understand men personally.
mm. That's interesting. That is interesting. Okay.
You somehow figured out how to go against the grain, but you can't have a healthy relationship.
Wow. That's deep. I've never seen anybody break it down in that way. Wow.
That's what I saw, and I tried to get to the first season, and even
Mm.
the dude, like just the way it gives me though that love and hip hop reality TV vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
yeah, like this tick for tack, these playing games. I got
Yeah.
not how relationships are supposed to go, but that
Right.
is always our narrative. If we're
Mm,
successful, you
mm.
know, personally we suck. If
Personally, you suck. That's what you
you
said.
know, yeah, yeah, say it. And if we suck personally, you know what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
got it's like we can't. There is no balance. We can't have it both. Something just has
Mm.
to be wrong,
Right. Right.
and
Yeah.
then we don't really get to the solution.
Mm, I don't like
There's
that.
never, yeah, there's never a real solution, which is
Uh,
why this narrative keeps getting looped.
Yeah.
And then
Mm,
we identify with it, and this is, and people don't understand what you watch and what you consume
mhm.
is what you become. So
Right,
if
right, right.
all you see, I think about, our little girls.
Mhm.
If all they see is successful boss chick but insecure
Mm,
women, then that's all
mm,
they're gonna want to be. They're
mm.
gonna think that that's how you relate to men.
Oh wow. Damn. Damn. That's a heavy analysis. Wow. That's real. Yeah, yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah.
And it puts me in a position to be stuck between a rock and a hard place because there's no knock on Issa because she's dope, as you know what I'm saying, as a black woman, as a director, as a producer, that's what's up. I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying, rain on her parade, but that's the
Okay.
reality, and it seems that that's the only way to be successful is if you push that narrative.
I really hope that's not true. So many other narratives out here, you know what I mean? There's so many other types of black women. We're not monolithic, you know what I mean? And we're having different types of experiences. So I think it all should be showcased. You know,
Absolutely.
it all
And
should be
this
showcased.
is why people like you exist.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
It's why AMPspire Media Network exists, so we can change that. Because yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. I'm really looking forward to the rest of the series to see how this unfolds. Because yeah, this is the visuals that we need,
For sure, for
and
sure.
actually tackling the issue instead of, again, just perpetuating you know what I'm saying, a stereotype.
Yeah, I don't like that either. I don't
You
like stereotypes.
Labels, all of that. Don't like them.
Hmm.
I don't like them at all because it just gives people it's almost like it gives them the right of way to judge you or to find a flaw. That's why I'm not a vegan.
Mm,
I eat fruits and vegetables. I try to eat as plant based as possible,
hmm.
but I'm not a vegan. So
Mm.
if you ever see cheese on my salad, I don't want to hear it because you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
You
saying?
gonna have
Because I'm human, you know what I'm saying? I have my
right.
day.
And that vegan cheese don't really be hitting the same. I
No,
mean,
it does not. No, it does not. I'm sorry, it don't. It does not. I haven't found the recipe yet. It does not. You know what I'm
we
saying?
gotta find the right brand.
It definitely ain't Dahlia, whatever that.
Oh no.
Don't do it.
Man. Oh
I,
no.
I had to. I had to. And this is so off conversation, but I had to garlic and onion the fuck out of that stuff in order to make a cheese sauce so I could, because I don't waste food.
Yeah, I feel you.
So
Okay.
I had to use it. So I mean, I used like 2 bottles of garlic and onion powder.
Ooh.
And yeah, salt. I had to do everything to that thing, and all I could eat with it was chips to get it down.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was so off topic.
Deep.
Anyway, back to what we
But
talking.
that was a good warning. Like, so now I know to
Oh
just
yeah, that Dahlia. Now,
yeah.
maybe if Chef Ramsay put his hands on it, that might be a
Mm,
whole different situation. But I ain't
mm.
got them skills, and so it's a dub for me. That's a no.
Wow.
Yeah, no,
Well,
sorry.
kudos for
Now maybe
trying.
if you talk to the vegans, they
They
might
might
got
know the brand. If y'all know the
the
brand, drop the brand right now.
yeah, y'all might got the sauce. Yeah, nah.
That's
Nah.
hilarious.
All right, back to the storytelling. Okay, so that's the reason. So storytelling in general, like I said, I'm moving backwards. So why storytelling?
My storytelling. I mean, I've always been a writer. So I've always been doing a form of storytelling. You know, even back when I used to write music, they were always things based on my life or what I saw around me. And they were really, descriptive. I was always very descriptive. So it's like, it was almost like a natural progression for me. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
As a creative, I think I can understand that I'm not a writer like you are, and
Okay.
yeah, it's kind of just solidified that for me and whatnot. But I used to write poetry,
Mhm.
and it used to be based off of my insecurities.
Mm.
I would write about the things that I dreamt about and things that I wanted in life that I didn't have at the time. And that seemed to be the only thing that really motivated me to write.
Mm.
Then I'll say, now this was in high school, 2003.
Okay.
So maybe about 5 years ago, you know what I'm saying, I've been really getting into the creative back, with this channel. I've just been, taking whatever creative talents I have and kind of just melding them together, to make this happen. So
Mm,
I create memes and things of that nature. So that does have a level of writing, putting quotes and things together.
mhm,
So I wanted to switch that up because, I have talent. I can throw some words together, and whatnot. But I wanted to be motivated by positivity. I wanted to be because, my life is elevating or my spirituality or I'm in love or something like that instead of I'm sad and I want, I'm saying, I want love in my life. Because, as a child, as a kid, I was fat, black, and an afro. So all my friends were dating and having sex, and I wasn't. And I wanted to do those things. So I would, creatively, metaphorically give myself that energy. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
For the
mm,
lack of a better way of saying that.
mm.
So, maybe me and you're going to be friends. And, what I'm saying? Maybe you can, help me out because maybe spoken word more so because yeah, like I said, yeah,
Mm,
my writing days ain't really
mhm.
yeah.
Yeah,
Writing ain't writing like it used to, you know what I'm saying?
I hear you. I hear you. Nah, I think yeah, spoken word. Listen, there's so many resources now. You could speak, and you have a little software that type it out for you. Type out the words as you speak it. You know what I'm saying? We have so many
Mm,
tools. So, but yeah, no, I think anything creative, I'ma support it. So, spoken word is good too, for sure.
okay, cool beans.
Yeah.
Storytelling. Okay, so you had this natural progression from your storytelling, saying to film. So where do you see this going?
Perspectives, man, it can go far, man, because I feel like there's a strong message that really gives people something to think about. So I really want to connect with more organizations, some relationship coaches, just to really just, kind of get it in front of as many eyes as possible. That's my number one goal, because I feel like people can really gain something from this film. They can really, learn something about themselves. It can be introspective, and you can also learn about other people too. You know what I mean? So that's why I really really want to push it. And just see how many people we can get it out to. And ultimately, yeah, it will be bigger than YouTube. It will be on larger platforms. But right now, I just want to build the community out. So just want everybody to have a place to kind of, congregate and share their opinion and stuff like that. But we definitely want to make it, bigger in the future for
All
sure.
right. Well, you know what? I'm a creative. My spidey's, senses is tingling and whatnot.
Uh huh.
So I have an idea to do that.
Oh.
You're talking about communication, and this is, trapped in the closet without the music. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I talk about, I talk about communication, we talk about relationships, talk about a lot of that, what I'm saying, on my show. So I would like to use
Mm,
your clips.
please take it. Take it.
I would like to have
Please.
my own, because to have my own opinions, because yeah, that's kind of what I do when I watch TV.
Yeah.
Take the storylines of whatever it is that I'm watching, and a lot of times that's where I get my topics from.
Oh, that's dope. That's real
For
innovative. I like
example, I watch soaps as an homage to my grandmother. When
that.
she got sick in the hospital, I couldn't believe they were still on. She used to watch them in the 80s when I was younger, and all the characters were the same. And I was like, oh shit, word, Victor Newman, all that, right? So, but
Wow.
when I watch the show and it's drama and all that, but I see the childhood traumas. You see you know what I'm saying? You see the generational curses.
Yes.
You
Yes.
see what I'm saying? You see the
Yes.
miscommunication.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
and things of that nature. And whether people, again, I told you, what you consume all the time is what you become. Remember, women watch this. That's Monday through Friday.
Mhm.
So every day, think about your grandma watched that for 40 years. A lot of
Yeah.
our grandmothers, you know what I'm saying, think relationships are just like the stories are. And guess who they teach that to? Your mama. And then what your taught you. And you
Mhm.
see how that. So I like to
Exactly.
use these scenarios, even though they're fictional,
Mhm.
they speak to exactly what goes on because I don't give I feel like all art has some type of realism to it. I don't know if that's the word I should be using, but I think you know what I'm trying to say. I don't, not to say I don't want to give people creative credit, but I feel like all of those things come from something, from that something real, and then you kind of embellish it a
I,
bit, you know, for the entertainment, but it comes from somewhere,
I think I agree with that. Yeah.
you
I,
know.
mm-hmm.
So these scenarios are not just, oh, it's all make believe. Nah,
Mm-hmm.
this is the people really feel this way. People really go through this stuff.
They really
So
do.
that's what I do. I watch movies, whatever it is. It could be a cartoon, animated. There's some type of message in there.
Yeah.
That's where I draw a lot of my, you know, my commentary from that.
Let's talk after you watch this film because I am so interested in knowing your point of view because you seem to really, go deep. You know what I'm saying? I love that. Okay.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I
You don't
gotta
keep
be
it
balanced.
secret.
There's
Yeah.
always something. There's always some out there. You know, my man thinks that, you know, and I don't say that he doesn't like this about me, but you know, he always comes at me about always feeling like there's an answer to everything. There's a reason for everything instead of these things just being.
Uh-huh.
And how I compromise with that is I still believe that there's a reason for everything, but it may not just be for me to know.
Mm. Okay. Now that's a good place to get to.
But
When
to say that there are no coincidences, I don't. Everything's interconnected. So
yeah,
yeah, if it happened that way, there's a reason for it. And again, it may not be for me to know, may not be for me to know right now, but it happens. So,
yeah, yeah, I feel you on that.
you
Feel
know,
you.
kind of thing. So yeah, so when I'm and this is now, you know, yeah, everything feeds my growth.
Yes. I
That's
like that.
that's how I see that. So yeah, I'm gonna get some. So yeah, I'm going to study this. As a matter of fact, we're gonna do a show about this because yeah, like these are the conversations, go straight up because these are the conversations, you know, that need to be had, and it's great that you know found a creative way to bring that out. So yeah, you just gave me a whole blueprint, so I could just be like, yeah. So you see,
Yeah.
I appreciate
Tell me
it.
about the childhood trauma. Tell me about all of that because all of that is tied in for
I,
sure.
absolutely, and I what I love about what you're doing too.
Mm-hmm.
I saw something on Disney Plus,
Okay.
and I loved it and hated it at the same time.
What was it?
Okay, so apparently they have these like 8 to 11 minute clips
Hmm.
that are either cartoonish or of some sort, but they have a point to them.
Okay. Okay.
So this particular one was, I think it was called 20 something. So
Mm.
you have these two girls that walk into a club, two young girls.
Mm.
One looks regular, the other one looks funny. Her head is really small, looks very childish, and
Yeah.
then she has on this bubble coat
I
while
seen
she's at
this.
the club. You see what I'm using?
I seen this.
Okay,
Seen this.
so the whole point of that was, of
Mhm.
course, you know, the little girl wasn't a little bit, that was her 1 year old self, her 8 year old self, and her 16-year-old self. So
Mhm.
it's pretty much all of her childhood traumas and insecurities that walked into the club.
Mhm.
She had to go into the bathroom, and all three of her cells had to get them their self together. And then
Mhm.
once they did that, she came out and bust out as her 21-year-old self. But then once she got herself together and came out, she was looking around the club and saw everyone else's childhood traumas. This guy over here turned into a 1 year old. This guy over here turned into an infant. This girl over here. So it was just like it was just subconsciously you're going through the club and seeing how all of these grown children and how a lot of adults are walking around, you know what I'm saying? But they're really there, you know what I'm saying, that child, you know what I'm saying, that traumatized child.
So why didn't you like it?
I didn't like it because it was a narrative about us, and there were 50 people that had something to do with that, and maybe two of them were people of color. That bothered me.
You went into the credits and was able
They
to
show it at the end. They show it at the end. They have a screen, almost like a Zoom screen of all of the producers and all of the writers and all of
Mhm.
that on there, and that bothered me.
Okay, I did not know that part because I thought it was a deep concept because
It
you
was.
really do be talking to people and they handle situations like a kid. They don't know how to handle their emotions. They
Facts.
They have tantrums. They're still 12, and this movie or this little short film showcased that. And I never really seen that in that way. And it was a concept that I always think about. So, but I did not know that it was a team of white people behind it.
And my thing is anybody that knows me, I'm
Mhm.
not anti-white and all that, but I am
Yeah.
very pro us
Yeah.
telling our stories and
I
our
hear you.
narrative.
I hear you.
That brings a level of PTSD
Interesting.
for me.
I hear
You know
you.
what I'm
I
saying?
hear you.
Because again, we need to tell our stories.
Yeah.
For
So
me,
if it was a team of black people, would it
I
still
would have, I would, like I said, I love it and hate it.
okay.
I
Mm,
love the concept, everything about it. But again, I I am very pro us telling our narrative,
yeah,
tackling our issues.
I feel you. I agree.
Because from my standpoint, it's like, so you guys absolutely know that we have these issues, but to be quite honest, the systematic, you know what I'm saying, problems that your forefathers had put in there is the reason why we're in here. So it's almost like you put this on us and now you're trying to show us what our issue is. That's how I took that when I first saw it.
Mhm.
I'm not
I
gonna lie.
don't like I don't like it either. I know what you're saying.
That's how I took that. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So again, I feel like everyone should tell their own stories.
I agree with that. I
That
agree.
that's how I felt about that. So, but back to the point,
Mhm.
that's how I'm seeing your movie right now.
Okay.
And now it's continuous.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So that's what I love about that. I want more of that. And
Mhm.
again, dope situation. I'm not trying to knock it because there was a couple other ones there too that were
Yeah.
just like that. They had one where these children were on these boats and they were supposed to go to these like islands by themselves. And
Mm.
this one little boy was stuck with this mute little girl.
Mm.
And speaking of it, communication, and they were supposed to learn how to communicate with each other. And it was very frustrating for the boy because, the girl is mute. You
She's mute. Wow.
know what I'm saying? So I didn't know how to feel about that one either because it's like, why, from an adult standpoint, why would you send this 11-year-old boy off to an island by himself, with a child that can't communicate? This that could have went so many different ways, and then
Mhm.
they're supposed to work together to get back on the boat and find their way back.
So how did that work out in the end?
They was the boy was frustrated the whole time, but
Mm.
he tried his very best to try to, you know the cliche. We can do this and maybe we can do that. He was trying to find
Mhm.
some kind of way to get her to understand. And at the end, it was really about, I guess, being sensitive to other people, maybe, with disabilities and things of that nature. You could have taken it a lot of different ways.
Mm.
But again, like I think I look at things deeply, maybe a little bit too much. So yeah, my first thought was these are children. You sent them on a boat, a canoe, to some
Mm.
island by themselves.
Mm.
One of them can't talk.
Mm. Okay. Okay.
How that work?
Yeah, I feel
Who,
you.
who co-signed that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Where's the parents? Like that was my, and I know it's a cartoon, but that's what I was thinking to myself. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So again,
Yeah. I
it's
see.
on Disney Plus.
Mhm.
See what I'm saying? So they have these things out there and they kind of sneak them in there, and I just feel like we need that
Mm.
stuff. You know what I'm saying? To draw our children in. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, we gonna make this happen.
Okay.
We gonna make this happen.
Yeah, I love how passionate you are, man, for sure.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's all I can be, man. You know what I mean? Like it's, you gotta stand for something, and whatever you do, you gotta put your all into it. Like
Mhm.
yeah, the concept. There we go. Yeah, the concept can be traumatizing for children witnessing that visual. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think about that stuff. I don't have
Mm.
kids, but I think about the next generation. You
Yeah.
know, like, and on a level where I'm gonna be old one day.
Yeah.
And the next generation are going to be the next people to run this world, run this country. You know what I'm saying?
Mm, yeah.
So, you know, how they grow up affects everybody. Like, and that's why I try to tell people we are all interconnected.
Yeah.
It ain't just your family and your kids and it's really not like that.
Yeah.
You know, especially as a community, we all kind of affect each other,
That's right. I agree
especially
with
if
that.
we live in the same places.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, yeah. So that's why, you know, teaching our children better than we learn, you know, breaking generational curses now. I think it was Frederick Douglass that said it's easier, you know what I'm saying, to raise up a boy than to change a man.
Mm, mm.
You know, it's hard breaking generational traumas.
Yeah,
I'm
it
from
is.
experience. That's extremely hard.
It is.
I'm saying to do that. So if you can just avoid it and prevent it, that's the best, you know, the best way to do that. So we got to start now by having these conversations and talking
Understandable.
and holding ourselves accountable. That's why I'm coming out with an accountability podcast.
Accountability.
Start holding ourselves accountable for our actions and how we treat each other. You
Yeah,
know, and even though we was taught a certain way, once you know better, you do better.
that's right.
You
That's
know,
right.
and so that's all I be, you know, trying to put on out there. You know what I mean? And guess
I
what?
love it.
Perspective is going to help me do that. It's going to
Yes. Know better, you do better, man. For sure. For sure.
all right,
Yeah.
so tell us where they can find. I don't have any more questions. Like this is self-explanatory. This gonna be coming through. I'm gonna be using this gonna have to be my curriculum. That's
Okay. You got to study it, guys. So y'all gotta watch it too, so y'all can come back and see her next podcast where she's gonna
yeah,
break
sure.
it down.
And tell them where to find it. I got your
Okay.
yeah. Go
If
on
y'all
ahead and tell them.
search, yes, yes, those are all the socials. And if you search Perspectives Part One on YouTube, it should be the first thing that pops up. A guy and a girl looking real intense in the in the YouTube thumbnail. So if you click that, watch it. And I really want to know what you think, man. It's good for a girls' night in, guys' night in. You know what I'm saying? With your boo, date night. It's a really good film for that. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments.
We sure will. Cannot wait. All right, all right. So, last words. Last words. What
Yes,
can they
sir.
expect from Perspective and Niece Anderson in the future?
Hey, well, from perspectives, you're gonna learn how to. You're gonna you're going to be able to ask yourself, what is healthy communication? You're going to see two different characters that are different. You're probably going to resonate with one of them strongly. That's what I want. And you might be able to see the other side. And you might be able to see, where you as a person can improve or where, you know what I'm saying? You might not see it, but you might. You know what I'm saying? It's I'm getting mixed reviews, like people seeing both sides, some people not. So, you just got to go see it and let me know what you think. And after this, I got a lot of stuff coming. I got more powerful, different Black films. I got a sci-fi Black film coming, a lot of different stuff. So y'all just gotta, pay attention, stay locked in, and it's more to come.
All right. I cannot wait. And I'm going to speak this in existence. We're going to be having all of Niece Anderson Productions on AMPspire Media Network. That
Yes,
is the plan. That is the
yes,
I
yes,
cannot wait. All
yes.
right, we appreciate you, ma'am. We're gonna let you enjoy the rest of your evening and going out there and being great. We
Awesome.
love you, and thank you so much for your time and your energy and sharing your vision with us.
Thank you, Plump Queen. Thank you, Plump Queen. Yeah,
I
appreciate
do doing my duty. All right, you have a
it.
good one, love.
Take care, guys.
Yes, that was amazing. Yeah, don't she look like the girl from Queen Sugar? Oh, yes, we got the reincarnation of that. Yo, that's super dope. Perspectives. Her information is here. That is two of her Instagrams. That is her TikTok. That is her Facebook. And if you're quick enough, you can type down the HTTPS for her YouTube. Yeah. Go and check out Perspectives. I absolutely want to know what you guys think because I am going to do a show specifically talking about this, and I definitely want you guys' perspectives on it. Yeah, see how I did that there? Absolutely. So, love, y'all. Let's get into these overlays so I can let y'all go. Absolutely. Yes. Download free on Roku TV, AMPspire Media Network. Okay. If you do not have a Roku or Roku TV, you need to hit up Walmart, get your $24.99 and go and get that. Okay. We have all this inspiration for you. I am an amputee influencer and podcaster, Plum Queen. Yes. I know you see the QR code, scan it so you can be inspired and you can have access to everything that we have going on. All right. These are our shows. We're doing a lot of revamping, but this is our major content. All right, Soul Sister Therapy, Childhood Trauma Podcast, every Tuesday and Thursday at 9 p.m. We are going to be turning into Saturdays with Spirit with 33 Master Teacher at 9 p.m. AMPspire interviews, of course, like our beautiful niece Anderson. We have a couple of more. We got a couple of more Fridays in October. So yes, we should have 2 more interviews to go. Okay, so if you are somebody who's inspirational, if you got a movie, you got a business, you got something going on, and you need that exposure, hit us up. Let me get you the number. Bow. Okay, email us at ampspirecontent999@yahoo.com or call us at 478-318-6933. All right, you know we got the apparel going and popping. Okay, we got bags, we got leggings, we got hoodies, we got sweatshirts, everything for your fall. Okay, b-ampspire-apparel.myshopify.com. Go and get you some. You see 33 Master Teacher doing her modeling thing. She make it look good. We want you to make it look good too. And here's another thing. If you guys buy some apparel and you want to be featured on the site, I'm gonna need you to send them photos in. Like I said, this is Tell Truth Vision, and I like everything to be about the people. So I would love my Shopify store to have all of my peoples on it. Okay, so get you an outfit, take them photos, and you will be featured on the Be Inspired Apparel's website. Okay, let's get into it. Email me, ampspirecontent999@yahoo.com. All right, what else we got? I think that is it. Here we go. Last thing, grow your business with us. All our digital marketing agency team support you in all your projects so that you can achieve your objectives. All right, we have all these podcasts. So if you got a business that aligns with what we got going on, make sure you hit us up. We got the product placement. You see, we got the ticker popping. All right, let's get this business going. Holler at us. 478-318-6933 and ampspirecontent999@yahoo.com. All right, that's all. I'm gonna get better at that because I ain't no journalist. But I love y'all. I appreciate y'all time and y'all energy. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening. I love you, Kai. I love all of y'all for being here and all your comments in. And yeah, we're gonna see y'all next time. Be inspired, y'all. Peace.